happened in our final bracket of the U.S. Team National event. So we're actually going to hop on over to our full board coverage of that one, as it's Jim Widmeyer taking on Robbie Phillips in this one. And once again, this is the U.S. Team Nationals live from Andover, Massachusetts. Let's get you guys a game screen up, or a scoreboard per se. So we have that one just getting underway here, just starting out. So play 3 legs. This is a round-robin format here with our top 8. In our top 8, Robbie Phillips, Marco Silva, Gary Brooks, Joe Cheney, Jay Waugh, Dustin Holt, Jim Widmeyer, and John Foreman. Should be a fantastic affair here. Dustin Holt actually snuck in right next to me, his ugly mug. I don't know what you're doing here, bud. You should be getting ready.
My opponent's not at the board.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Scott Hanish poking his head in as well.
And it vanishes like a ninja.
Well, thanks for being here, folks. We're going to be featuring matches throughout this round-robin format, as we don't go to an extra deal. It's whoever wins the round-robin, the top two, move into the World Cup spot. So it'll be 2 ladies, 2 men that'll make up our World Cup team for the WDF World Cup in Denmark. So, yeah, we'll just double down on that one. And Robbie does get game 1, so let's see if Wid can counteract this one. Eric Damon saying, welcome back to New England, Will. Thanks for saying that, sir. Yeah, just 9 short days for me as I made the trek back here, as we were at Which City our last go around. Now we're here live for Seacoast Open. I will have to be just a touch quiet this weekend, as we are fairly close to our board here. Hopefully these guys can't hear me. Big 180 there from Jim Widmeyer. Robbie Phillips coming out with a 107.36 average so far, and look at that. Drops a dart, still a 120, looking for that 180. Let's take a closer look. What do you say? Oh, I thought he was going to have it there. Wid with still a subtle advantage here. If he can pop a ton here, that would be nice. And that's a ton 40. Good for him, as he's looking to tie this up 1-1 here. Sean Green saying, let's go. What's going on, my man? Thanks for joining us. Needing a big triple here, and he only finds the trip 5. That's not going to be helpful, as that's going to put him out of checkout range. So 1-2-1 here, starting on bull. 25 leaves 96, so a trip 20 would have been nice there. He's got 81 now. But still will come back with the opportunity at 75 his next go round. That looks like just underneath that trip 20. Big shout out to that gentleman, Phil Freed, who's doing a little chalking duty here. 17, 18 for tops. In there, 1-1 match as he ties it up. Good stuff indeed. Looking forward to a fantastic weekend here. Lots of quality shots in the room, I must say. As we see Robbie Phillips getting that diddle, so he'll start us off in this one. Looking for the 2-1 win as one of these individuals, and look at those averages, 99 and a 90, respectful averages here. Let me tell you, did want to mention, looking forward to having Nick Pratt on the mic here tomorrow and Sunday. He'll be joining us for a little commentary of this event, so shout out to North Shore Bostonian. I think that's right, Bostonian. maybe wrong. Nick Pratt, he'll be joining us, a local here with the close by Minutemen Dart League. 140 there for Widmeyer. Still advantage to Robbie, who's down to 291 here after 6. Boy, a 140 would be nice. A 140 would be lovely. And it's a 140 for Robbie. We do have the women going on in the next room, or the room next to us. Looking forward to seeing some of those ladies here soon on the stream. 151 needed for Robbie. Playing well today. You have to play well to make it through to the top 8. Ooh, nice bull there. Nice bull there with his last dart. 79 will leave him with 72. That'll leave him 216s for tops if he so chooses. That's how I would go about things. Wid puts in a nice ton there with a third dart savior. Not going to be enough, though. So 6 at 72 here. And how about 24? Oh, just outside. And I pulled a boo-boo, folks. I didn't set up that double 12, so we'll get that set up in the meantime, as it'll have to be this view for now until he goes inside. It'll be double 6, so gonna have to go right after this one is Phillips. And he pops it. Good shot indeed, as Robbie Phillips is gonna win this one 2-1, folks, in our first match of the round robin in our top 8. So good stuff for Robbie Phillips. Shout out to Phil Freed for chalking this match. Folks, let's take an overhead view as we've got our action coming right now, folks. We got matches going on the other side. There's our other top individuals. Gary Brooks taking on Marco Silva. Jay Waugh taking on Dustin Holt. Good stuff. And Joe Cheney taking on John Foreman. So some good matches there, folks. We'll keep it right here in the meantime until we get another match on the stream. We'll play some background music, and then we'll get going with another match here shortly. We're like coverage of the U.S. Team National. Once again, Robbie Phillips, Marco Silva, Gary Brooks, Joe Cheney, Jay Waugh, Dustin Holt, Jim Widmeyer, and John Foreman is our top 8 here for this one. Our women's side is still going on right now. We have not decided our top 8, so we will get that information to you as soon as possible. But thanks for being here, folks. Don't go anywhere. Share this around to your friends as we're here live for the action at the Seacoast Dart Association Seacoast Open 2022. We'll be right back. All right, he stepped out there and checked. This is a 2-0 scoreline currently to Dustin Holt, and he's set up 40, it looks like. So this could be a 3-0 potential win for Dustin Holt. And it looks like that's going to do it. So Dustin Holt 3, Jay Waugh 0 in that one. So Jay's going to have to do a little bit damage next time he comes up. He knows it. He knows what he's got to do. He's just got to connect and make it happen. So bear with us. We'll have another match here shortly, as there is our tournament crew of Mr. Mike French and Matt Stoner of the ADO. So big shout out to those guys for doing what they do. We'll be having another match here momentarily on the stream, and we'll be mixing in some ladies as well. And here comes the calls right now. Let's see who we got next. Gary Brooks, Dustin Holt on the stream next, right here on USA Darts coverage of the U.S. Team National. Brought to you by the Seacoast Dart Association. Alrighty, here we go. Gary to throw first. Game on. As Mr. Phil Freed said, Phil, our glorious chalker. So big shout out to him. Let's pull up our scoreboard here, as this is a doozy of an affair we're about to have here on the stream. Dustin Holt taking on Gary Brooks. Dustin currently resides in the Oklahoma City area, as Gary Brooks from Casper, Wyoming. So I will be a little bit quiet, as these guys could possibly hear me if I get a little bit too up there. So I do know Dustin had a 3-0 win against Jay Waugh his last time up. I do not know where Gary stands. Then again, we probably shouldn't be giving you those stats out loud, but you'll be able to keep track if you so choose. Gary throwing a solid time. Gary said he's been throwing consistently in the 80s today, so that is a nice thing to do when you're shooting for a chance at the U.S. team at the World Cup in 2023. Solid answer there. We're seeing 90 pluses, and I'm thinking this is what we'll see from these two gentlemen throughout this 3 legs here. Gary, of course, rocking the USA Darts patch, a sponsored player of A2ZDarts.com. Give him, of course, a shout-out for that one, so appreciate you, Gary. Dustin looking for a nice 180. Does he go for it to leave 41? Or does he go for the 51? He's thinking about it. Go for it. Come on. 180. Gary just outside of the checkout range, so he's just going to have to hope for a big old miss from Holt. If he can chop down the tree and take this down a significant amount. 85 is good. Leaves him with a 2-dart checkout potentially. 9 for 32 from Dustin, and he's not missing today, folks. That is a nice win for him there. Gary, I forgot just how far over he stands, as he's going to take out our cutaway shot. May have to zoom out just a little bit for Gary and pull up our camera. You rethrow. Yeah, you just rethrow. Probably not great that I just yelled at them through my mic, but they were like, what do we do? They're like, what do we do here? And I'm like, well, that doesn't happen often, folks, but the answer is that you'd pull that one and just rethrow. So that's exactly what they did. And like I said, these guys are within distance where they can kind of hear me if I get a little too loud. So we won't be doing that one this weekend. He can't even help it. He's just laughing. Look at that. This is what it's all about, is just having a good laugh, having some fun. Why not? Starting off with a big trip 20 after all those laughs. That's a tough task to do. Good 99 scored there. Nice, solid 140 answer, especially when you don't get that start in the second leg after Dustin kind of stole away that first leg. Something for Dustin. He doesn't change his flights, stems when he goes to soft tip. He kind of has that direct in angle similar to Kevin Luke, similar to Leonard Gates, so he just uses the same setup that he has for both, and it seems to work. You see that angle directly in. There's no up-down angle at all. Look at this from Gary Brooks. 180 incoming. Yes, it is. Big 180 for Gary Brooks. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing lots of those in this evening or afternoon stream. See a nice little angle of Gary's action there. We'll take a look at Dustin's as well. As I probably should have scooted back that camera just a little bit, but that's quite all right. Electing to stay right there, trying to go right over the top, not able to do so. So it's going to be a 112 look for Gary. Let's see how he goes about this. He may go 18s. No, he's going to go 20s. Just needs a single for 32 now to make this, well outside. Now Dustin has a chance to hit this. 136 is very doable for Dustin Holt. Not anymore, as he's going to shake it off, take a quick peek. You got 116 left, buddy. He's going to elect to just stay right there. So 24 is the look for Gary Brooks. Looking to make this a 1-1 match, as he does. Good shot there from Gary Brooks. Exactly what he needed to do. There's a lot of love between those individuals. These guys, you cannot ask for two better people. These guys are quality shots, but they're also quality people. You can go up to them, you can talk with them about anything, and they'll just sit there and chat with you. They love a good conversation. Dustin goes, "You didn't even touch it. I thought you were going to try to Robin Hood there." Here we go. Leg number 3, a decider here. Looking for that 180. Just underneath, but a solid 140 there for Dustin. Great opener to this leg. Gary's got to find a way to answer with at least a trip 20. Or a triple of some sort. And he's not going to find it. Difficult there for Gary. And a solid ton. Dustin right now, I mean, he's the kind of player. He'll just roll right down, possibly be sitting on a 15-dart leg, maybe a 14-dart leg, and that's going to be tough to deal with when you're in this room. Ooh. He'll brush that one off. Gary's got the opportunity to kind of make a statement here and try to come back into this leg. Ball's just underneath. Ton there for Gary. Really thought it was going to be more. Solid 135, as it looks like a partner of Dustin Holt's, Dan Burke, is in the chat enjoying this. So what's going on, Dan? Thanks for joining us. 96 there. Smart move from Gary Brooks as he leaves 160. 85 needed for Dustin Holt, and it's going to be tops for the win. And he gets it, folks. How about that? Dustin Holt throwing some quality stuff. And like I mentioned before, he's the kind of guy that can throw a 15-darter. And that's exactly what he threw there. A 91.08 average for Dustin. An 85.70 for Gary Brooks. You can't be upset about that one if you're Gary, and you really can't be upset if you're Dustin, as that is a great round, or a great little set of darts there if you're Dustin. So that's going to put his total to 5, I believe, 5 and 1. Alrighty, folks, hang tight. We'll have some more action coming your way here on USA Darts coverage of the U.S. Team National. I think all our other ones are possibly up, as we see Robbie there, we see Marco there. I don't see any of our other players playing. Those are all just warm-ups, as there's Alex Spellman there taking a chuck with PJ Stuart. So I think we're going to be having another match here fairly quickly. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with more coverage of the 2022 U.S. Team National. Find out who's going to be your four that head to Denmark for the WDF World Cup in 2023. Alrighty, here we go with our next round matchup. Robbie Phillips taking on Jay Waugh. How about little to no downtime, folks, as we're already on to the next one. Let me do a little move of our camera here. And let me make sure I'm not yelling to where these guys can hear me, because that's a no-go. You definitely don't want to do that one. Let me go ahead and there we go. Just 59 scored there from Robbie. Jay, a person last week's Which City, went to the final in the WDF 501 event. That's just 3 fat 20s there. So he's definitely capable of playing really well. Let's see if he can bring it into this top 8 matchup here. Robbie staying right there for a solid ton. He had to have played well to get to this point, let's be honest. There's a plethora of good, solid shots in the room today. And it takes a lot to be in that top 8. And Jay has found himself in there, so has Robbie and numerous others. One more time, let's just go over it. It'll be Robbie Phillips, Marco Silva, Gary Brooks, Joe Cheney, Jay Waugh, Dustin Holt, Jim Widmeyer, and John Foreman. So pretty good, solid top 8. As we see them kind of battling it out in the background behind these players. I will try to get an update on the women's bracket, as I believe we're still awaiting to see who moves into the top 8 there, as we'll shuffle in some of those matches when we can, folks. Just a reminder on that. We're not skimping out on the ladies. We don't want to do that one, so we'll see them sooner rather than later. Robbie trying to set up that tops look when he returns. Not quite able to hit that trip 10 to do so, but it'll be 64 left for Robbie Phillips. Let's see if he goes 2 16s for 32. Looks like that's where he's going to go. 2 16s. Oh, hello. No. I was surprised there. I thought he was going to at least go 2 16s, but no, he decided to go for the tops route. Maybe that's his preferred route. I'm not sure on that one. Waugh, he does like that double top. I know that for a fact. Puts it outside there. So here we go. Robbie Phillips for the double top and a 1-0 lead. And he gets it. Going to try to get you guys a replay there, but it looks like it's not quite working, so we'll figure that one out here in the meantime. Looks like Danny Baggish is tuning in here. Gentleman who was at last year's Seacoast Open. I think he's still overseas as he had the Players' Championship last weekend. We do have one PDC Pro in the room, though. Although he wasn't able to participate in this event, Danny Jansen, the mullet, is in town for this Seacoast Open. He won't be able to play in that WDF 501, but he will be able to play in everything else. So looking forward to seeing how his weekend goes. There he is. Danny just poked his head in too. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? So that made it a little bit awkward when you call somebody's name. And they just poke their head in. Hopefully I'm not loud enough where these guys on the Aki can hear me. We'll get a little bit of maybe we'll get a noise machine. That's exactly what we need. Good trip 20. A developer dart for Robbie. Let's see if he can put it in. No, he cannot. Solid 140 though. Waugh needs to find a ton. Not able to do so. Ricochets off the first dart. So Robbie Phillips looking at 176 here. So he's going to get the first chance at the checkout. It's just how good of an opportunity is he going to have? He kind of lunges with that last dart. Just 60 scored. But still, 116 is a solid look. You can go trip 20, you can go trip 19 here. I'm guessing based on that double top look, he'll probably go downstairs to the 19s. Looks like he's aiming there. So not going to have a look now. So it'll be up to Jay Waugh. 2 19s for 32. That would have been my preferred route, and that's exactly where he goes. Armand, hello. How's it going, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. We definitely appreciate that. A 60 look for Robbie. Just underneath. We'll have to readjust here, go down to the double 10 for a 2-0 lead. Inside it goes. Tough look there for Robbie Phillips. It'll be 66 here for Waugh. Trip 10, yes, for double 18. In there, so Waugh, he kind of shrugs it off as he knows he kind of got away with one there. You can see PJ Stuart doing the chalking duties. Nice solid double bowl there from Robbie. And Waugh is unable to answer. He's going to readjust after that dart. Going to try to split the uprights, and that's exactly what he does. Solid last dart there for Robbie. At least salvaging that round at the board. Sorry, I didn't see those eyes move there as he went downstairs with that last dart. Virginia Higgins tuning in from Texas as she hollered out for us. Aaron Wrench said, is that Peter Stewart Jr.? Yep. Guy that will be here this weekend, I'm sure. Aaron Wrench, at least we hope. Good shot out of this area. That's a good triple builder there. Does collect another. I was about to say, if his chances of not hitting another one is slim after that first start. Robbie already going downstairs with his next dart. I like the move because 58 would have left him 140. But instead, it's a 96 shot to leave 102. And there are so many options on 102. But with your opponent possibly at a checkout range, you can go at it however you want. 97 it is, but Waugh's going to be just at a touching distance. So 102 here. Trip 20. 2 for tops. For the 2-1 lead. Oof. Finds the trip 2 with the last dart. That's difficult. 126. But it's a 20 look for Robbie inside, so don't want to go inside here, and he doesn't. Good shot from Robbie Phillips as he's able to win that one. 2-1, folks, as we advance into our 4th round of the round robin here in our top 8 matches. Quality shots there. Like I said, we're going to see 80 pluses probably the rest of the way here, and we've seen some 90s, low 80s for these two guys, but we're on to the next match. We'll have that coming up momentarily, as instead we're going to head on over to an overhead shot of these guys as Dustin Holt, Marco Silva are taking on each other right now, and then John Foreman and Jim Widmeyer are also playing. I do want to go ahead and see potentially where we are on that one. There's the Marco Silva Dustin Holt match as it's 1-1 here. 104 needed for Marco, and it looks like Jim Widmeyer just beat John on that other board. I believe it was John, but we'll keep it right here. 104 needed for Dustin Holt. Get a little bit better view here. 120, Shanghai finish. See a very unique throw there from Marco. Very unique throw. Josh, appreciate it, man. Not a problem at all. Happy to be here up in the Boston area for this one. Double five. Way up high. Dustin not happy with that one. Lisa Van Dongen saying hello from freezing KC. Good memories from last year's Seacoast. Yes, definitely. As Jules actually won his spot at Lakeside here at this event. Yeah, it is cold up there in Kansas City. Wichita's the same way, as I'm happy to be away from that. It's 70s here in Boston. Yeah, hard to believe, but it is 70s range here, and I think that's it. Yep, he goes ahead and gets it. Marco, 2-1 here as Dustin only getting a leg. Not going to be happy with himself on that one, I feel, as I know he wanted just a touch more. So anyway, we'll have another match here coming your way in just a moment's time as we see Joe Cheney about strip and fall there for a second. Don't go anywhere, folks. Once again, this is the U.S. Team Nationals brought to you by the ADO and the Seacoast Open. We'll be right back with some more action here momentarily. In the meantime, how about a word from one of our sponsors or a couple of them? We'll be right back. Alrighty, up next, Joe Cheney taking on Dustin Holt in our next round matchup. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more coverage. Special shout out, hey Kasha, thanks for joining us. And she says hi. Glenn saying hello from Daytona Beach. Joyce Chrisman saying hello, Will. Kobe and I are watching. Young dart player out of Oklahoma who's going to make a statement here in the next few years. Looking forward to that one. Dakota saying, hey, Will, new darter from Grand Blanc, Michigan here. Well, thanks for joining us, Dakota. We definitely appreciate you spending your afternoon with us. Tanya Binchik saying hi, Will, as well. Appreciate you guys being here. Hang tight. We'll have Joe Cheney, Dustin Holt next here on the stream. Thanks for being here. And just like that, we have another match here on the stream. Dustin Holt, Joe Cheney in round number 4. Alan Palmer. Sean, unfortunately, isn't here this weekend. It's just me in the booth. Nick Pratt will be joining me, a local guy out of the Boston area, North Shore, actually, to be exact. He'll be joining me for some commentary tomorrow and Sunday. So looking forward to having him in the booth. Michelle saying, hey, Will, from Orlando, Florida, Florida State Soft Tip Tournament. I think that Mr. Nick DeShera may be streaming a little bit of that this weekend. Maybe, maybe not. Not for sure, but look out for that stream as well. As those Florida darters looking for a 180. 140 it is. Right there for Joe. Dustin's got a little task on his hand now, as there's a big 180 for him. He lost his last match and really kind of was upset about it, so. Oh, Alan, you're good, buddy. I'm trying to make the sound low because I think these guys can hear me.
Gentlemen, if I can please get you guys to clear boards 13 through 26. We'll be moving the ladies into this room for their final bracket. So 13 through 26, please clear. These side rooms are both open if you wish to practice.
Alrighty, sorry about that. I turned up my levels just a little bit. Maybe that'll help, but I don't want to be too loud. These guys are definitely close to being hearing me. Joe taking out that last leg here. So he's going to start us off in this one. So Dustin's got to find a way to brush that off and continue on here. That's the hardest thing about the round robin format, is brushing off those little legs that you could have won. They can become big factors if you start thinking about things like that. And, oh, man, I started missing doubles. Well, just trust your game. That's the thing you have to do. Donna saying, hey, Will, thanks for making it possible for me to see my Phillips boys this weekend. Hey, not a problem at all. Appreciate the Seacoast Dart Association for having us out. We've got a nice 2023 schedule lined up. If you have an event that you'd like to have streamed, reach out to us today via Facebook. reach out to me personally. Head on over to usadarts.live, and we'll be happy to help you. Yeah, I said it. I think we got 8 to 10 events next year already. That's almost a scary thought if we're asking for more. But 13 on the bill this year. We're hoping for maybe 15 next year. We'll see if we can get there. Look at this, 180. Yes, sir, 180. I know it's a terrible call, but why not give it to you once in a while? Or as my buddy Sean Green would say, boom goes the dynamite. Solid 139 there from Joe Cheney to leave him at 167. Smart darts there for Joe, giving him the first opportunity at a checkout. It's only 59 scored for Holt. That'll leave Shanghai if he gets the look. But Cheney's the kind of player, this is not without a reach here. Oh, it is now, but my, oh my, would that have been a fantastic shot. Oh, Holt gives those lips that he's unhappy with those darts. Want a little bit more. Alfredo Garcia saying hi from Texas. Linda saying watching her friend M.A. Silva's from Tucson, Arizona. That's what I was thinking he was from, the Arizona area. Thanks for joining us. As look at that. Joe Cheney with a nice solid 80 finish to make this 2-0. And look at those averages, folks. 93.33 and a 91.09. This was an 18 dart leg there from Joe. Robert Swanson saying, nice sharp view, Will. Let's go Tennessee Joe. Well, thanks for tuning in, Robert, of the Greater Nashville Darters Association. Definitely look up Music City Classic if you have not attended in Nashville 2023. Going to be a great event just like last year. Definitely want to attend that one if you can. So Dustin's got to scrap this leg here. He's got to find a way to win this one if he wants an opportunity at the U.S. team. He started off real hot. Needs to find it again. Oof.
All right, ladies, congratulations on completing your preliminary round robin bracket. Coming out of the A group, Hannah and Betty. Coming out of the B group, Carolyn and Brittany. Coming out of the C group, Cali and Sandy. Once again, that is Hannah and Betty, Carolyn and Brittany, Cali and Sandy, all advancing out.
Want to take a look at Joe's action here. And that looks in the trip 20. That looks in the trip 20. How about a 180, Joe? 135 as he kind of leans into that one, folks. There he is. Dustin needed to find another one there. He's still at a checkout, but it's really tough checkout. 105 needed for Joe. That'll leave 85, trip 15. Let's see if he can pop this one. It'd be a fantastic finish. He's not going to have the opportunity now. So a very doable 55 look for Joe Cheney. He's going to go 15 tops for the win inside. And there it is. Double 10 it is as Joe Cheney gets the 3-0 win over Dustin Holt. Did not see that one coming, but folks, that is the thing about a round robin bracket. You're going to take some L's. You're going to take some wins. You just got to find a way to brush off those L's and turn them into good things. Nick Pratt, the man that'll be joining me tomorrow on our stream. There it is. There he is, I should say. He says, so much Gloucester, Mass. You're going to have to help me out on that one. I probably butchered that. Watching the stream today, so much talent in that room. Can't wait for tomorrow. We can't wait to have you here, sir, as we're looking forward to having you at our 34th annual Seacoast Open here in Andover, Massachusetts. Just a quick reminder, the Las Vegas Open is right around the corner. The first big event for the WDF of the year is the Las Vegas Open. Come get your opportunity at a WDF Silver event and start off the year right towards those points and a World Championship berth. So good stuff there with the Las Vegas Open. Well, hang tight, folks. We'll be right back with more coverage of the U.S. Team Nationals event here in just a moment's time. We'll be right back. William Stuart here from USA Darts. Thanks for watching. All righty, we can see it there. Up next is going to be Cali West versus Sandy Haas in our first round matchup for the ladies in our top 8. So, actually our top 6 for the ladies, I should say. As is Hannah Smiley, Brittany Trumper, Cali West, Sandy Haas, Carolyn Mars, and Betty Cunningham, who will be in that top 6. So don't go anywhere, folks. We'll have more action here in just a moment's time with Cali West and Sandy Haas. We'll be right back. Alrighty, welcome back everybody for our coverage of the U.S. Team National here in Andover, Massachusetts, as we are back for another fantastic matchup. The first round of many for these ladies. First round of 5, I guess I should say. Would it be 5? Yeah, maybe 6. Yeah. As we have 6 ladies in our round robin bracket here. So looking forward to seeing how this one goes. Once again, Hannah Schmeile, Brittany Trumper, Cali West, Sandy Haas, Carolyn Mars, and Betty Cunningham is your top 6 on this women's bracket. So we're in for a doozy. Here, that is for sure. And actually, I'm going to do that one. Cali West on a mission, as she wants to be involved in numerous things within the WDF system. And this would be a good one indeed, as she hopes to be a part of the World Cup team once again. About 2:30 local time here. East Coast time, I should say. Definitely appreciate if you're tuning in throughout the country here, or whether you're overseas too. That could be a factor. Definitely enjoy having you here. These individuals started at 10 o'clock this morning. Registration was 9 o'clock. Play began at 10. So an awful long day of darts here for these men and women. How about that from Cali? She chucks in a nice round there. And then puts in the bull to get the start once again. So Cali West on a mission here. And there's Hazy Hicks, who's doing the chalking duties for these ladies. So big shout out to him for doing so. Take a nice look at our 20 here as Cali West is looking to fill it up. Solid ton indeed for her there. Let me pull back up our chat. Had some good numbers already. How about this? Leonard Gates says 8:30 p.m. here. Well, sir, good luck to you. How about that, as Leonard Gates is participating in the Grand Slam of Darts in the next few days, so give him some love, as I believe he's got Johnny Clayton in his first round matchup. Definitely got a little tough bracket ahead of you, but if anybody can do some surprises, it's you, sir. That's for sure. Jason Spidey McCoy saying howdy, Will. Good, 140 from Cali. She is on a mission right now. Look at that average, 88.41. Leonard Gates says he going down. Well, I definitely will tell you there's no... Johnny Clayton is a good dude, but yes, definitely you got to take care of your business and take him down just like all the others in your bracket. So go do the dang thing, sir. Go do the dang thing. Looking forward to chatting with you at a future event about it. As I think you're headed to Singapore after this one for the Worlds. Yeah, after 12 darts, 173 for Cali West. She's eyeballing that 133 right now. That one's not going to help. She's still got room, though. She's at 126. Sandy's at 302. Unless Sandy can come up with a couple big numbers here. And it's just 3 fat 20s. So 126 look here for Cali. And she doesn't feel like the 19s are the best route there. She doesn't really have a push to go for that. She just elects to hit 94. Good solid shot there from Cali. That'll leave her with 32, and she returns to the board. Some smart darts there from Cali West. Well, let's take a closer look there at this one. Just outside, but you see the look on Cali West's face. Let's see if she can put it right over that one and in. Ooh, those some difficult darts there for Cali. Take a quick look there at Sandy's throw. Randy saying, "You're awesome, Will. Good stuff. Well, appreciate you tuning in, Randy. Big supporter of us here at USA Darts, so thank you for doing so. Without people like you liking, commenting, and sharing this post around, it wouldn't get around to the people that it does. So thanks for viewing, folks. Good darts from Cali West, folks, as she is showing you how to play the game right now. Good solid shot. It's a 22 darter from her. As Sandy goes, "I thought we were just doing 2 out of 3. Oh, never mind. I thought this match was over." So that's going to be a thing that she's going to have to get out of her mind quickly here. Because when you think something's over and it's not, it can be difficult to click back in. So here we go. Back to the bull. It's a single for Sandy, and Cali's going to elect not to move this bad boy. She stays right there and hits a single, so we're going to do it one more time. And Sandy's going to get the start here, so good for her. She's going to look to make this a 2-1 match. Big trip 20 opener. Tasha says, "Played Cali at Shark Tank. Great talent." That's crazy because I don't think Cali plays a lot of soft tip. I really don't think she does. If she made the trek down to Shark Tank, man, oh man. I didn't know that one, so good on her. And yeah, you're right. She's a great talent indeed. She's been in the top of the ADO rankings for like 10 years now. She's been in that top 10, I believe. So good stuff indeed. See if Cali can shake off those first 2 legs here and get right back to where she was. Robbie and Dustin in the background giving each other a hug, so it looks like their match just concluded. Little tidbit on Sandy Haas, the better half of Joe Cheney. As you may have saw Joe hop up in there and give her a little smooch. And of course, Joe was quick to give Cali some knuckles as well, of course, because they've been on the World Cup team together on a couple occasions, I believe. Could be wrong, but I believe at least one time. Great dart there from Sandy. You can tell she's actually got that unique backstroke where she goes literally all the way to her chest. She touches her shirt, folks. Touches her shirt before she follows through. That is just, it's a very difficult throw, let's be honest. It's difficult to pull it all the way back and then follow through. Yeah, check it out here. She'll go all the way back and touch her shirt almost. Wow. Of course, Cali has that nice double clutch that she's been known for quite some time. Sandy just looking to set herself up as Cali is without a checkout opportunity. So 60 left for Sandy when she returns. Unfortunate 41 there for Cali. Not what she wanted to do, but it'll be 60 here for Sandy. 20 for double. Oh, you saw the wire move, folks. You saw the wire move. My goodness. And you see Cali put on that face of business because that's exactly what she's trying to do here. 135. Does she go at the bull first? Yes, she does. Trip 20 for the bull. Oh, my goodness. That would have been a fantastic shot from Cali West. Instead, Sandy's getting one more opportunity at the double top look. She moved the wire with that last dart, her last attempt. Those are two solid markers. Let's see if she can collect. And she does with the last. Great darts, ladies. A phenomenal match as Sandy Haas pulls out the last leg victory to make this 2-1. Cali, of course, is going to feel like she should have taken this 3-0, but hey, two phenomenal shots trying to make this U.S. team national, and potentially both of them can still. So let's see how this goes, folks. We'll be right back with more coverage of the 2022 U.S. team national here at the Seacoast Dart Association Seacoast Open. William Stuart here of USA Darts. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Sorry about that, folks. Put up the wrong scoreboard. Joe Cheney leading Marco Silva 2-0 right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at all our other brackets if we can here, or our other matches that are going on right now. John Foreman, J. Waugh. We'll pull that one up. 1-1 right now with Jay leaving 56. Foreman with a 103 look here to end the match. And Jay shaking his head because I think John hit that trip 20. So we'll keep that in view. Let's head into our last match, Jim Widmeyer, Gary Brooks, as it doesn't look like there's any ladies on the stream right now, and I think that match actually may be over now, as it looks like that, match is no longer available as I tried to pull that up. So we'll leave the Waugh Foreman match up here for just a second, as Jay Waugh actually takes that last leg. So there is that one for you folks. Back over to Silva and Cheney, as we'll keep the kind of entertainment value coming for you guys until we get our next match on the stream. So thanks for joining us, folks. We'll be right back with our full board stream here next. Back for another match here. Joe Cheney, Robbie Phillips. And what should be a good matchup. Cheney readjusting here, it looks like. Wasn't happy with his setting, or set, where his foot were setting on that first round of throws. This should be a good matchup. I know Robbie's been playing well. I know Joe's been playing well, as Joe took 3 off of Dustin, I'm pretty sure. So looking forward to a good matchup here between these two gentlemen. I believe both have participated on the World Cup stage. I believe Robbie has in the past. I know Joe has in the past, so let me know if I'm right on that one. Pulling that out from the memory bank. Hopefully we're good. You can start to hear a little bit more commotion in the background as people are starting to roam in from or for the tournament this weekend. Not everybody participated in today's national or U.S. team national. Little hesitation there from Joe at the first. Scared me a little bit. Maybe a little bit of grip issues there for Cheney on his darts. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to ask him about that one. Darren Eldridge says, "Hey, Will, see you in Stoner tomorrow. Cheers." Well, looking forward to seeing you, buddy. Come back and say hello. We definitely would appreciate that. So Robbie back on 196. Gonna have to hit a doozy and hope for a miss from Cheney. He's already taken out a 70 on stream today. Solid switch there for Robbie to leave the Shanghai. Yeah, 8-8 here for Cheney, and it's a 2-dart checkout on 70 for Cheney. He is meaning business, folks. Of course, did want to mention his top 4 in the soft tip bull shooter invitational. That was on ESPN, so wanted to go ahead and mention that. Is nice to see him on the big screen. That is ESPN in that one. Granted, soft tip, but darts is darts in my mindset. Was looking for the ton answer. Instead, it's just an 81. See, that right there, that scares me. That little bit of hesitation from Joe is just, I haven't seen that before from him. Takes a glance at the scoreboard before popping in a trip 20. We have an 81 score. Phillips, if he can hit a solid triple here, I was wondering if he was going to switch down beforehand or not. I was honestly about to say, if he can hit another triple here, he'll go for the 25, but instead he just scores 95, hitting a double and a single bull, as well as that 20. To leave himself with the little fish of 130. Let's see if he can take it out here, folks. Let's zoom in on that 20 bed. Just underneath. In there. Looking for the bull. And he goes for it and gets it as Joe Cheney whistles just a hair because Robbie didn't need to go for that with Cheney at 177, but he said, nah, I'm going for it. Why not? I like it. I like it from Robbie. No hesitation whatsoever as he went right into the heart of that double bull. And he hits another double, as that will win him the start. 1-1 match here between Cheney and Phillips. Who's going to take our decider? Let's find out as we see Widmeyer, Holt in the background. Looks like John Foreman is taking on Gary Brooks. And Jay Waugh taking on Marco Silva. Does he get the ton? Yes, he does. Good third dart there as he pushes that in there. See him give it a little authority with that last dart. And Cheney hits a 180. Good answer. Gonna have to find a ton. A ton or 91. And that's exactly what he was trying to do. He actually went 97 to leave 164. I like that. I couldn't quite tell if that triple was in on the 20 or not. I was thinking maybe he's going for the 91 score. Gives a little exhale after that last dart. 161 needed for Robbie. So Cheney, a 70 that he's taken out numerous occasions before. Looking to do it one more time. Double 16 just inside there. So Phillips to make it 2-1 in his favor. He went 16-8 last time. This time it's going to be a 48 double 16 for Robbie Phillips as he takes the win over Joe Cheney. 2-1. Good stuff indeed. Well, hang tight, folks. We'll have more coming your way here from our U.S. Team National in just a moment's time. Appreciate you tuning in and watching this one, as we'll be right back with more action here live momentarily from this round robin bracket. Alrighty, this is the final round, folks. Jim Widmeyer taking on Joe Cheney next here on the stream. And then we'll be getting some women's matchups coming our way. So we'll decide it all here in just a moment. Back to the action here live on our coverage of the U.S. Team National here from Seacoast Open 2022. William Stuart here of USA Darts here live to bring you the action as Joe Cheney and Jim Widmeyer step to the Aki in our final round of our round robin for the men's. Who is going to book their place into the World Cup? Let's find out, folks. I should have asked Joe about that little kind of hitch we're seeing every once in a while from him. I'm thinking it's a grip issue. Maybe I need to ask him about that. Maybe he doesn't even notice it, but I didn't want to interrupt in the middle of his play. If he doesn't notice it, I don't want to mention it. These guys are fairly close to us, so if you catch me whispering, that would be why, as I'm actually going to be aiming my commentary towards the opposite side of these guys. A 120 Shanghai needed here for Joe. Not going to have the look now. He goes tops to leave tops. Jim for 32. Ooh, that's a tough dart to work around. Ooh. Tough darts there for Wid. Cheney looking to make him pay. And he does with the last dart savior. Joe Cheney takes the first leg. Had to cut my mic there because PJ Stuart got onto me and said, "We can hear you."
Board 19, Hannah and Sandy.
We'll be getting a little
Board 20,
background
Caroline and Cali.
music
Board
going on for the tournament, or at least maybe a little sound machine action to break up them possibly hearing me.
Board 17, Hannah and Sandy. Board 17, Hannah and Sandy. Board
Jason Spidey
19,
McCoy is saying, I noticed that too. If I had to guess, grip is the deal on Cheney's.
19, Caroline and Cali.
Ever so
Board 21, Betty.
subtle hitch every once in a while. So no real pressure on this 128 from Cheney. He can just take it on down to an easier checkout when he returns, and that's exactly what he does. If I had to guess, Cheney is sitting pretty to be in this World Cup spot. I did confirm that him and Robbie have been to the World Cup 2 occasions each, including on the same team in Japan 2017. Cheney taking out that leg. Like I said, he's sitting pretty, I think, in this one. Robbie felt confident in where he was at. I wonder if that'll be our two individuals moving forward, or if somebody else can slide into the mix. Once again, our women, Hannah Smiley, Brittany Trumper, Cali West, Sandy Haas, Carolyn Mars, Betty Cunningham in the top 6. For our men, Robbie Phillips, Marco Silva, Gary Brooks, Joe Cheney, Jay Waugh, Dustin Holt, Jim Widmeyer, and John Foreman are your individuals in this top 8 for the men. They're just going to pull and re-dill it up. Singles all day long for these guys. Outside for Cheney, so Wid will have the throw in this last leg to potentially make this 2-1. See if he can do it. I think we had a something fall on us there. Maybe a poster. Think so. These guys are going to just keep on playing. Exactly what I'd do. Fix that later. No real reason to break up the monotony of, or break up this game for that. Does recover with that last dart, it looked like. Yeah, it did slide into that triple. Cheney really giving it a go on that last dart. You see him kind of throwing himself into the board. Jim Widmeyer leaves himself a handy 1-2-6. Definitely a doable checkout. See if Wade can hit this here. Trying to keep quiet here for these guys as they finish out their match here. A couple looks this way as I want to make sure they can't hear me. Double 10 for Wid as he puts it away. A 2-1 score line for him and Joe Cheney.